host of the Gridiron.
The one thing here, right, was that since AZEEZ OJULARI got put on IR, that allowed the, opened up a roster spot on the 53 for the Giants. So they were awarded Greg Dulcich, Greg Dulcich off of waivers. He's from UCLA. He was a second-day pick. I think he was a third-round pick overall. Now, he had a good rookie season. Now, I don't know what the passes were like or anything like that. He caught 33 out of 55 targets. So, let me see. Okay, Greg Dulcich. There you go. He played in 10 games, was it? His rookie season? Yeah, 10 games. So he started 6. He played in 10 games. He caught 33 balls for 411 yards. I think he had a touchdown. So he only played in 10 games. So if he played in all 17 games, you could see where his rookie season, he would have had quite possibly at least 50 receptions. Quite possibly for, by over 600 yards, might have another touchdown or something like that. Right? The problem is that, he played 10 games, and then after that, he's been just injury prone. Right? And this is something the Giants, bringing in a guy who's injured. Now, his second season, he played in 2 games, and this past season, he played in 4 games. And he's been a healthy scratch the past few weeks. Let me see if I get this article up here. Okay, we go. So but he's missed a bunch of time. All right, Denver Broncos have waived tight end Greg Dulcich. The former third-round pick never hit his stride in his time with the Broncos. So, so he is, third-round pick, right, on his rookie deal. Now, sometimes it's a fresh start, right? So, but he's going to have to get those injuries, under check. Because, let's see here. Just the past 2 seasons. Okay. So he missed 15 games last season, and so far, let's just say he played in 11 games here. He only played in 4 of them, so he's missed 7 games here. So he's missed a ton of time. He's missed a lot of time the last 2 years. So let me finish reading this here. All right. According to ESPN insider Adam Schefter, the Broncos have waived third-year tight end Greg Dulcich. That signals the end of his time with the franchise, which simply put was underwhelming and disappointing. As a rookie, Dulcich flashed and played in 10 games with 6 starts. He recorded 33 receptions, 411 yards. 2 touchdowns. I thought it was 1. After his first year of production, Broncos country had high hopes for the former UCLA standout. But since then, injuries have derailed his young career. During training camp and this past offseason, head coach Sean Payton thought he had the skill set to become a joker player in his offense. I'm not sure what that is, but alas, that never panned out. Dulcich played in only 6 games during Payton's tenure with the team and has been a healthy scratch over the past several weeks. So basically, the last 2 seasons, Payton was there. Dulcich has played in a grand total of 6 games, and he's been a healthy scratch over the past several weeks. Even when he is healthy, he don't put him in there. So he doesn't even let him dress. Broncos' lack of production from the tight end position over the past few seasons has been one of the team's glaring disappointments. And, I'll tell you what, the Broncos are really starting to come on. You got to give them a lot of credit. Rookie quarterback, I tell you what, Peyton's done a pretty good job. And just imagine if they got themselves actually a pretty good tight end, how much better they could possibly be, right? In order for their offense to operate at the highest level possible, they're going to need to find a way to acquire one. And whoever wrote this article says, my bet would be on the Broncos drafting their long-term starter this spring. The 2025 NFL draft has a variety of options and is considered to be a great group of players. And we all know a tight end is a young quarterback's best friend. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Let's see. All right. So we got Dulcich was selected by the Broncos in the third round of the 2022 NFL draft, the 80th overall pick. He was the third tight end chosen in the draft. Bothered by a hamstring injury during most of training camp, he was placed on injury reserve on August 31st, 2022. So basically, he comes in, training camp, boom, a hamstring. We got a problem. We got hamstring issues. What the heck, right? Dulcich was activated for Week 6 matchup against the Chargers on Monday Night Football. Scored a 39-yard touchdown from Russell Wilson in his NFL debut. He finished his rookie season with the 33 catches, 411 yards, and 2 touchdowns in 10 games, of which he started 6. So basically, he missed the first, 5 games or so because they had a hamstring issue. And he pretty much played the rest of the season. Last season, on September 16, 2023, Dulcich was placed on injury reserve after suffering a hamstring injury in Week 1. He was activated on October 12th, but placed back on injury reserve 9 days later with a hamstring injury. What the? On November 25th, 2024, after being a healthy scratch for 8 straight games, Dulcich was waived by the Broncos. So then the very next day, on November 26, 2024, Dulcich was claimed off waivers by the New York Giants. So, I mean, maybe a fresh start sometimes can do wonders for people, right? But, I mean, you don't know, is there something underlying with these hamstring issues? Is it the Darren Waller kind of thing? Hamstring going to be always going to be a problem? Or is it something, something that could be maybe taken care of? Whatever. Exercises, strengthening, stretching, whatever. Right? Can that maybe be taken care of? But he missed a lot of time, missed a lot of games due to hamstring injuries for the first 2 seasons. But the Giants could certainly use some help at tight end. Man Hurts, Bellinger, Theo Johnson. Then we have Dulcich. So he's on the 53. Now that doesn't mean that he could be the same thing as what Peyton was doing. He's on the 53, but he's a healthy scratch. Now it could be the same thing here. He's on the 53, but it doesn't mean he's going to dress. He's not going to dress, probably not for the Giants on Thanksgiving because we just got him and we're playing a game 2 games later. It's going to be a little hard for him to memorize a playbook in 2 days. So we'll have to wait and see. But so the Giants got themselves a third round, right, which is a higher draft pick than the Man Hurts, Bellinger, and Theo Johnson are. So we got ourselves let me see. Can I might be able to pick up his can I get his stats here? College stats here? Or I got NFL draft. Oh, college stats here. He's from UCLA, college stats. All right, so what did he do at college? Dude's got a big head of hair. Right? Our receptions, his senior season, he caught 42 passes. 725 yards. He averaged 17.3 yards of reception. 2022, he only caught 26 passes, but for 517 yards, he averaged 19.9 yards of reception. So the guy, as I said, 19.9 yards of reception as a junior, and his senior season when he caught 42 balls, 17.3 yards of reception. He had 5 touchdown receptions both seasons. So, the guy in college anyway, right? He got some. He averaged some pretty darn good, decent yards per reception in college. I said his senior season was his highest. He had 42 receptions, 725 yards, and 5 touchdowns. I said his junior season, he had 5 touchdowns as well, too, but he averaged 20 yards of reception. So we'll have to wait and see. I mean, right? Sometimes a fresh start is all you need, right? The Giants can use all the help they can get. Let's just hope that the Giants can, maybe hopefully get his hamstring issues under control. The nice thing is that, he's on his rookie deal, right? So this is his 3rd season. We got one more, if he's going to be around next season, he's going to be he's a 3rd rounder, so I don't know, like 800,000 or so. So he's on the cheap. So the Giants got a bunch of cheap tight ends. I mean, you figure Manhurts, Dulcich, Bellinger, and Theo Johnson, they're all cheap, right? It would be nice, though, if we had a really good, decent tight end threat, like we have with Waller, unfortunately. We know what happened to him. But so Giants have themselves a tight end. All right, guys. So I'll be back again tomorrow. And or actually, it's 2:00 in the morning here in Jersey. So actually, I'll be back again tonight. We'll talk about the Cowboy game, and then we got another game to look forward to on Thanksgiving. So whoever spent any time listening to me live, thank you. Or if anybody's going to spend any time watching a replay, this once again, thank you so much for your time. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. As always, you guys stay safe out there and go Giants. Woo! Oh yeah.